Is it going? There it goes. Every time I click start stream, OBS does this shit. It jukes me out on whether it's gonna actually start the stream or not. But we are going. It's looking good. We're gonna watch the trailer in a few minutes. I have not seen it yet, so don't say anything.
Stay back.
I have it up on my other monitor. The first frame is something. So let me get some stuff set up. Spider-Man is in the trailer. I cannot believe you spoiled it for me. Maybe we shouldn't watch it now.
Get so close.
Nate, you're the only one who thinks that. But it's so crazy, it just might work. It's one of those, you know, maybe it'll catch on. But nobody will know what it means. So I think I found the perfect spot on the train, by the way. This is like the spot where he'll never grab you, but he gets so close every time. We're going pretty good, George. Good enough, I'll be forced to separate. Why do you want GameCube to be separated so much? I don't get it. Like, if we're gonna separate it, we should just do every version of just GameCube. But that's just gonna make things so confusing. Also, I don't think that, because I know Joey is against that, and if we're going to be polling active runners like we should, it seems like it's kind of skewing in the direction of no. But I mean, also you can already separate the leaderboards by consoles. Like, there's a button, you just click it on speedrun.com and it just separates it by console. Like, we don't need to do that ourselves. I mean, my PS2 loses about as much as GameCube. Like, PS2 is based on the model of the PS2. Is that 37? Are you including, like, if they do the GameCube shocker skip? Because I know that should save a couple seconds. And it's actually really fun and easy to do. I did it like 10 times in a row. That would be my reason for separating it, not the load times, because I don't think that's whatever. But if I were to separate the leaderboards, it would be because GameCube has like a strat that is different, that the others don't have. Even if it's a really minor one like that, that would be my justification if I thought that was enough. New strat. Yep, this is the new strat. Saves what, 5 to 8 seconds? Probably a little bit less. It's probably like 3 or 4. Because it depends. Like we're comparing it to like a perfect shocker skip, which I'd say it probably saves like 3 or 4 seconds. But like I said, it's not about the time for me. There's so many leaderboards where there's just one version that's faster than the other, but because it's the same game, it's all one leaderboard, you know? Anyways, let me set up this trailer. I don't know, I just unplugged my HDMI port and I don't know why. So this should work if OBS remembered everything I told it earlier today. Chrome. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, or not. It made it. It's really small. What? Why is it so small? Somebody say something in chat so that I know that that's working. There it is. Thank you. That was helpful, even if it was a cry for help. All right, so this is the first. This is the first frame. I think we got enough here. You know, we don't need to see any more. What more is there to see? All right, let's just watch it. That's a little loud, maybe. There we go.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week.
Okay.
My life has felt normal.
It's the bridge. We've seen the whole movie now. They've shown off the bridge.
That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
So this is just trailer 1 so far.
We started getting some visitors.
Okay, we're back to the bridge.
Every universe.
Oh shit, that's not the bridge.
Hello, Peter.
I like his hair.
You're not Peter Parker.
I hope I have that hair when I'm his age. God damn.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
Okay, that's a Marvel joke.
We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Marvel joke.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Man, I don't want to come in a movie theater on Christmas. Oh, there he is. That was Jameson for a moment.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way!
Train scene. We moved from bridges to trains.
You're not gonna take this away.
Wait, does he have like... Is that red? Is that what that is? That's... Okay.
You're not gonna take this away from me.
Oh, I thought my brain... I know it's supposed to be Electro. My brain was like, is that Shocker? I just want them to put Shocker in the movie.
While the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
This is... That's the scene from Spider-Man 3. I remember that one. Well, I can't believe she's dead.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
What? What is this? This is just a video game. Yeah, I mean, it was a trailer. I think so. If I think my first reaction is I'm glad that they didn't show Toby slash Andrew, assuming that they're gonna be in the film. Uh, because that would have been kind of goofy to me. I think that that's something you want to see in the theater. You know, you don't want to. I don't because God, this is a long 3 minutes. Is granted, like the trailer. What does the trailer actually start? Like, is this isn't trailer? Oh, sorry. This it starts like 10 seconds in, and then the last 30 seconds are just when it comes out. Well, you said this. Hang on. Then you said the game. Okay. There's more stuff I want to talk about already that I'm seeing. So there was a point where it said, yeah, this Christmas, which to me means it's coming out on Christmas. But now you're telling me December 17th. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but I'm pretty sure Christmas isn't on December 17th this year. I don't know. Yeah, I mean the trailer wasn't bad. It was a lot of we got to see things that weren't the train, which was or not that weren't the bridge, which is kind of cool. The train was the part that looked cool to me. I liked, you know, I'm a sucker for any Spider-Man train footage. But this my actual I feel like this movie is it's got to be like 6 hours long, right? Or else how else? Because if we're gonna not just bring in the Toby villains, if we're bringing this guy back with his this movie music video guy and all the guys from, you know, Sandman and Venom and everybody, we gotta have time for them. Just under 3 hours. That seems short. And I know that's long for a movie, but to me that seems short for like what this trailer is telling me this movie is gonna be. Because if we're gonna have time for there to be like, what is there? Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, Venom, Electro. Let's assume Lizard's in there. That's 7, and then Doctor Strange is apparently he's gonna fight Doctor Strange. That's 7.5. We're gonna have time for 7.5 villains, and we need like we need more. We need like 3 hours minimum for that, I think. But so either this movie is gonna be like just balls to the wall, fast paced, or it's not gonna work, I think. Which I would be down for something that's really, really fast paced and not just kind of like if this movie can just get on with it at the start, I feel like it'd probably be better. You know what I mean? It's just a movie tie-in. I don't think they're gonna one of those. I guess the lizard maybe isn't in. Does the lizard? Because he said it's everybody who dies for fighting Spider-Man, right? So wait, in that case, Sandman shouldn't be here, right? Because Sandman didn't. He didn't die, did he? He lived. He walked away with his daughter at the end of the movie, right? You think this movie would be great to take out a girl on a date night? I think the last movie would have been a great pick because I went to the last movie with just some friends, but the last Spider-Man movie, in my opinion, almost worked better as a rom-com than as a superhero movie in a good way. Like it reminded me of being a dumb teenager in a good way. So if this movie has some of that energy, I think it'd be a good one. Sandman and Lizard are there, but they were fine. So maybe Doctor Strange just fucking lied there. Maybe he was, or maybe he wasn't talking about every like that. Maybe that wasn't their requirement to come to the universe. Maybe that was maybe that was just like these specific ones. He was like, we need to kill these guys to write the universe or whatever. Yeah, Sandman was fine. I don't know about Lizard. I didn't watch that movie. But I hope that like 2/3 of the movie takes place on this train, because my eyes like this set piece. A train in like this Zion Valley looking place is it seems much more visually interesting than the bridge to me. I think this shot was actually in the first trailer, so I don't know why I'm focusing on that so much. But what else was there in this trailer? Like, we have like J. Jonah Jameson, so that's another half a villain. So this movie has 8 villains. No, I'm pretty sure Sandman just like walked away because he, you know, Spider-Man forgave him, and then he was like, "All right, peace." This is the new suit, I guess, or it's. My first thought wasn't symbiote here. It was like, I guess this is supposed to be gold plating, but I felt like this looks very like bug-like. You know, to me this looks like an exoskeleton, or like he got a bunch of, you know, bug residue on him somehow. Anybody else kind of get that vibe from this? This is Bugman.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
So why they're talking to him like,
What's your name again?
Dr.
why? What is this? So they're talking to him from off. Is this like a stitched together shot or something? Because they're talking to him. We can assume that this is like a POV shot of where they are, because, you know, they were talking to the left, so you can assume they're like just out of shot in this screen. Why are they're talking to him like across the room in this like underground chapel looking thing? What is this? Just doesn't seem like a natural way to have a conversation. He's just kind of standing there, not doing anything but talking. I would bet this shot is like stitched together somehow, or like dubbed. I don't know. What is this? They stealing from? Anybody play Metroid Dread? You know what this is about. You seen that? You seen that one before? What? Sorry, I'm just kind of looking for things to riff off now. Don't make all my joking. I assume, like, I'm sure this movie looks interesting at the very least. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So I'm not riffing on it to hate it. I'm just looking for entertainment. What is going on in this shot? He's like, this must be like MJ's just off screen over here, right? And he's like, no. Oh God, cursed message, Nate. But does any like MCU lore guys know what this Marvel cube is? Is this in the Doctor Strange movies? Or the Rubik's Cube? Is this how Electro looked in Amazing Spider-Man 2? Hang on. Is this how he looked? I thought he was like blue. Wasn't he blue? I don't remember anything. I watched that movie and I don't remember anything about it. It's like my brain blocked it. No? I swear he was blue. I do like the starfish mask.
While the world tries to make you
He was blue, thank you. The actor is the same? How can you tell? Did they actually... This is just like, this could be anybody. This could be me with like Photoshop starfish over me. I don't know who... Oh wait, it's just... Okay, never mind, never mind. They actually show his face. I thought that was the only shot of it. I take it back.
you're struggling.
Inception. Some thought we wouldn't notice. This is just Inception. I like this shot. Anything that is like, oh wait, there's a that's a head. There's no mask there. Oh wait, that's not Venom. That's Lizard, right? Yeah, he's got a tail. I thought that was supposed to be Venom. So that's how you break somebody's wrist when you grab them like that. I don't know. I think it's TSM Goblin. I don't was he in the second film? I don't even remember that. I know I know what he looks like, and it looks kind of wild, but I don't even remember him being in the movie. All right, well, that was the trailer. We're telling you to should tell you to play Spider-Man 2. So now I have watched it. I mean, that's got to be what that scene's setting up for, right, Nick? That's how I would do it. I think it looks interesting. I hope it's good. If not, if not good, I hope it's entertaining. You know, in a good in a fun way. All right, let me change the title to fit what I'm currently doing. There we go. I was kind of expecting to come back and be in a different spot on the train, but no, he never grabbed me. You have to get really close before he'll, like, reliably attempt to grab you.
There's gonna be trouble if I leave now.
The 37 thing is not currently old, but I think it, you know, maybe cool it down just a little bit. I think we'll be good. But right now it's not actively bothering me. Where's my... Oh. I just want to get slow-mo before I start runs. That's all. That's all I want.
This will only get worse if I don't take care of it now.
There we go. I did get 900 subs. That happened like right after the stream. I like made food and I came back and I just had 900 subs. And I was like sick. So, TY everybody. I'm gonna watch the movie sub. I feel like movie theaters should let you just have subtitles on. Because, I don't know. I just... Even in that trailer, like, it was kind of hard to hear what they were saying a lot of the time. Like, over all the sound effects and stuff. So it just would have helped to have some subtitles. Almost Spider-Man PS4 time. Yeah, at 1,000 subs, I'll play it. The trailer was pretty cool, Koba. It was longer than I expected. That was the thing I was surprised about. Do they just do... Are trailers just like 3 minutes now? Is that just how it is? Like, I expected it to be like a minute and a half at most.
think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the
Yeah, like whenever I'm watching a YouTube video or anything, and there are like official subtitles available, I always have them on. Not as huge of a fan. I mean,
Dr. Connor's class.
the like auto-generated subtitles are a great resource. Don't get me wrong.
It's gonna kill me.
And they've come a long way. I don't know. Does anybody remember? We were talking about old YouTube yesterday. Does anybody remember when they like introduced the auto-generated subtitles and they were just like
Right on cue.
complete garbage?
Almost there, too.
They've come a long way for sure.
Looks like Spider-Man's here already. Read him on the Case secure.
Trailer took 25 minutes. Well, at that point, you might as well just make like a prequel to the movie that's 25 minutes. You know, just like an episode of a TV show, basically. But it's a trailer. Still trash? I mean, obviously they don't do punctuation or anything, but I feel like they get the right word most of the time. Like there's been a like actually the other day I was looking up something, just a tutorial, and I just didn't feel like turning the volume on. Like I didn't have my headphones on. I didn't want to like plug them in and do all that. So I just clicked on the subtitles, and like the auto-generated subtitles figured it out. I'm falling in the water. Yeah, actually didn't have to there.
I need to be more careful. Swimming definitely doesn't suit me.
At least a 5-minute trailer for ASM 2. Damn. Didn't do wall jump glide. Just wait until swingless. I think when I do swingless, when I come back, I am gonna go for wall jump glide there. Even though I kind of made fun of that being not made fun of it, but I dismissed it being a good idea. But now that I have a much better understanding of gliding, I think I could do it now. I have to stop myself from mashing during this whole loading screen. Otherwise, I would just mash the entire, 12 seconds or whatever it is. I mean, Toby and Andrew being in the movie was kind of... I've always been under the assumption that it was just kind of not really a secret, but... Or if it is, it's like a very poorly kept one. But for me personally, I don't want to see them in the trailers. I think that it'd be cooler to not. Alright, Night Sonic.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able
Well,
to make
we're just going to college, I guess now. Still definitely still warming up today.
Sorry, Dr. Connors. Didn't your mom tell you not to hit girls?
Case secured.
Bruce Campbell showing up in the movie. They should just have it so the movie starts and it's just Bruce Campbell is the lead without any hint. Like he just plays Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but it's just him, and nobody acknowledges it or like treats it differently. But they only play that cut of the film in like 1/8 of all screenings, so it's just complete chaos. The The most tedious part of college begins. 40-minute drive. Yeah, you better get going so you're not late to Dr. Connor's class.
Well, sequel time already, huh?
Yeah, Bruce plays every character.
First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your...
Except for, there's one character which is a cameo role by Tom Holland. And that's the only non-Bruce actor.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as... I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. Why does stuff like this
I feel like Bruce would not be a bad pick for, like, a Peter B. Parker type character. You know, the older Spider-Man who is a little, let himself go a little bit.
Hi, my name... Maybe I can still make it before class ends. This should be a safe spot to change.
The B stands for balls. I'm pretty sure that's canon.
Check your to-do list. It'll show the white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
In fact, when he introduces himself in the movie, I'm pretty sure he says that. He says, "Hello, my name is Peter B. Parker. The B stands for balls." That's his first line in Into the Spider-Verse 2.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress, doing challenges, collecting...
You're P. Benson. Oh no. The crossover nobody asked for, but everybody needs right now. Peter B. Benson. When we messed up that spell, it caused bees from every universe to start visiting. Yeah, we just watched the trailer. Vam. About 10-15 minutes ago.
I can't even remember the last time. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry. I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
Yeah, there was a lot of that trailer that was just like from the first trailer, from what I remember. There was some new stuff. I was... Wow, I actually got the timing right that time, and I fucking whiffed the first one because he got stuck in the light. The pre-trailer trailer, yeah. I was kind of confused. I was like, I thought that was the whole thing at first for like half a second. I was like, is that it? I was like, is this just like a big troll? I still think it was better than a lot of the older trailers, because even with the amount of lack of self-restraint it had more restraint than a lot of the older trailers, like I was talking about yesterday. Or it's just they show like the whole fucking movie. The Spideys roasted each other. Well, with those roasts, it seems like they know about each, like all about each other. Which maybe it's like a what's there's some like comic book where all the other comic books are just fictional within the universe of that comic. Maybe it's like that. So like Andrew's films are fiction in the Tobyverse. Those are the Spider-Man movies that they got. And vice versa. Total of 72 pizzas that are delivered. Pizza percent, assuming no fails. So you're saying if you want to deliver infinite pizzas, all you got to do is just fail on purpose.
You can't even imagine.
Doesn't it say in the stats screen, like, how many you deliver? Like, how many pizzas you've delivered? Or at least it says happy customers.
Who's with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter starts. Aha! Next time you have a chance, visit the store.
You all think the sixth villain is? I mean, we're parallel universes ahead right now. I counted 8 villains in the trailer.
That girl was pretty incredible. Too bad she's probably a crook.
Isn't that the number we arrived at the end? There was like, because there was what? Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Venom. Although I think Venom wasn't in the trailer. I just thought it was, and it was actually Lizard. So remove one. We'll say 7 instead of 8. Sandman, Electro, Lizard, JJ, Doctor Strange, and then like one other one that I forgot. JJ and I don't know, Doctor Strange. They were fighting in the trailer. JJ's making him a public enemy. What do you think he's? I don't think he's a hero. Maybe he was. JJ was the. You know, that's the big joke in the Spider-Man community, right? JJ was the hero all along. I think they should have the new Venom and the Toby Venom in the same movie. and that should be the next Spider-Man movie. It's both Venoms. They could call it Spider-Man V and V.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
I tend to stream after Spider trailers. Well, I mean, I was originally gonna do it before, but I knew like. It's better to get the trailer out of the way so that it's not like, you know, the whole time. One, I'm worried about people like somehow messing with me about the trailer, and just get it out of the way in a good way, not in like a I'm dreading it way. Damn, I've destroyed the camera with that one. Two and a half Venoms. Well, no, it's both Venoms. Hear me out. This is my elevator pitch. I just got in the elevator with the CEO of Disney and Marvel. They're both here. All right. So I'm glad I got you here for this elevator ride. It's a good thing we're going for the 40th floor here because I want to really make sure to take time to make sure that this pitch goes well. So imagine this: there's Tobyverse Venom, and there's the new Venom from Venom, and they're working together, and they run like a detective agency. called 2.5 Venoms, and whenever anybody questions the half, who the half is, they act really suspicious about it and dodge the question. And then Carnage shows up, and and Carnage kills somebody, and says that Carnage didn't, and then Carnage says, "No, I didn't kill anybody." So it's up to the Venom and Venom Detective Agency, recently renamed, to solve the case. And Spider-Man's not in the movie. Budget is $2 billion. Thank you. Get off on the next possible floor. I'd finish the pitch anyways. Nobody else is on the elevator. The Slyfincleton movie. I just pitched it. I play Carnage in that movie.
Hey kid, how you making out?
And my only line is,
I got a new job.
I have 2 lines. One of them is, "What color do you bleed?"
That I want you to find.
Anybody remember that line from Spider-Man 2000? I like that one. And then my other line is, "I did not kill that man." But I'm lying when I say that.
Peter.
Me and... I'm sorry. I'm trying to read chat. My movement has been really off this run. I'm not sure where... It's like I'm still in Swing Speed 8 mode somehow. Me and Jim Carrey and Woody Harrelson. How about we... It's me and Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey plays 2 Carnages. But I just play the 3rd Carnage. TSM is a compelling story about Lizard Man turning people into lizards. See, that's the best, like, sales pitch for that movie that I've ever heard. I actually kind of want to watch it now. I think I'd be down to watch any movie about a lizard man turning people into lizards. Very evocative of that one Spider-Man panel about the dinosaur guy who wants to turn other people into dinosaurs. I think it's just very relatable. Token did I not get the token? Oh, I think I see it back there.
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
Did I just not get it? What's my brain just that off right now? I forgot the token. All right, well, this run wasn't going anywhere anyways. Let's try to get a better beginning going, huh? Hey, Baron. One moment. Aaron, thank you for, I think the alert didn't go off, and it might not just not be set up right, but thank you for the donation yesterday, I think it was. Can't believe I forgot that token, though. Yeah, it was very kind of you. Just walked right next to it. It's just I just assumed that I would get it, I guess. I don't know. It's just like it's right there. Why would I not get it, right?
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
That was a little better than last time.
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. Coming at ya!
Looks like it. Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that case. Case secured. Mustn't be upset.
I've stopped, at this point, like, if that guy wants to hit me during the cutscene, whatever. I'm gonna trying to reset a little bit less. This is also supposed to be marathon prep. Although I do just want to get good in general.
You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there is a backup token that would work for that token. It'd probably just be going back to get the token.
This is a good time to talk.
Casual access glitch.
You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crime, stopping citizens distress, doing challenges.
I mean, it can be a meme and a movie. I feel like most of the really popular Marvel films end up being memes anyways. I mean, what's a meme, right? But just like a collective consciousness.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed.
The Home trilogy. Yeah, well, the new trilogy after they rebooted the Home Alone franchise, it got really strange, but kind of interesting, you know. Not sure why they put Spider-Man in it, but it was probably the right choice. Do wish they got the original Kevin actor back though.
I must be out of my mind. Don't think anything here will go with prison gray.
I don't know what else to do when he's at that health.
Tough job market for art majors, huh?
Don't ask me what just happened.
This may sting a little. Midnight Craft Fair is next week.
Thought the title of the movie was a meme. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do think that the
Hey,
my final
art gallery.
interpretation of that trailer is that movie needs to be like really fast paced,
What does she mean by
in my
that?
opinion, for it to
Unless
work,
I can
even
see
with
her
the
face,
runtime
we're
it's
never gonna
getting.
find out.
Which I'm not saying it won't work, but what's the new word Marvel and Sony are gonna keep using? Spider-Man Spider-Man buys a house. There you go. That's what it's called. Spider-Man. Spider-Man buys a house. They just say Spider-Man twice. I mean, who's to say they're not just gonna
She's as good as gold.
continue? Maybe it should. No, the next. Okay, Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man Home Alone. This is elevator pitch number 2. It's a Home Alone crossover. You get the original actor for from Home Alone, and it turns out Home Alone is canon in the MCU now. And Spider-Man is doing like crazy hijinks. No, here's the twist. Spider-Man's the one trying to break into Kevin's house, and Kevin has to like stop a superhero with his Rube Goldberg machine traps.
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
It sells itself. I mean, come on.
Reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter.
Come on, say it, dolls. Come on. Come
Anytime
on.
you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
Try to keep the horniness to a somewhat minimized. Even if it's funny.
Hi, Pete.
Even if it's funny. Kevin from Home Alone could solo Thanos. He needs prep time for sure. Like he couldn't just he needs to know that he's coming. What is it that they say in like those hypothetical conversations where it's like a bloodlusted Kevin could, you know, he stomps Thanos. Thanos just stands no chance.
Can he possibly claim I'm a...
But if he's not bloodlusted, then Thanos could take advantage of his gullibility and trick him. Doc Ock calls Spidey Superman. Well, Doc Ock's like kind of older, right? Maybe he just like doesn't know what the kids call him these days. Just like, Superman. Yep, that's him.
trouble without someone trying to...
Playing on your Nintendo.
This is great.
Hi, Pete. How...
I kind of want to see the official MCU Kevin from Home Alone appearance. I kind of unironically want to see it now. Just because imagine the revelation that it's just been canon the whole time. It just never came up in the original Home Alone movie.
Is that all you got?
Doesn't Home Alone take place in New York too? Or am I wrong about that?
can't believe I actually got to meet Dr.
Are you excited to see Bully McGuire? Well, every time I speedrun this game, I get to see Bully McGuire. You know? Unless I'm fighting Doc Ock in the bank, in which case it's more get bullied to McGuire. Ah, shit. Well, see, the difference is the Peter Palmer thing was it was just very similar events to what happened to Spider-Man, but he's just never brought up again. It's a different character though. Don't match start there, by the way.
Hey kid, how you making out?
Writing in saying Green Goblin was the dumbest character. Well, he was. Think about it. If you're Norman Osborn in that situation, I don't drink the serum myself. I just have an intern do that, you know? He can drink the Mountain Dew serum. Like, I got money. You just pay somebody to do it, or don't in an internship. Just don't pay them. Obviously, since one has work deserved payment.
Peter.
I mean, it would be very in character for Oscorp, right? Like, hey kid, I'll give you $20 to drink the goblin juice, and they say, all right.
Better change while no one is around.
I can't afford rent otherwise, so. Goblin juice. I mean, that's what it is. Only say serum if you're trying to sound smart. Trust me, I'm not. Quite the opposite. Yeah, there should be like a canon Peter Palmer, you know? Just like... The only difference in that universe is that English is just structured a little bit differently. So every word is just pronounced and said slightly different. Well, that web sip was horrible. You can vape the goblin juice. Only if you want to be arrested for it. Because it is highly illegal to vape it. But it is Oscorp, so they don't care.
I don't get you. Last time you were an ice queen, but now you're friendly. Make up your mind.
It's called a woman's prerogative.
I just read that in Green Goblin's voice, so I guess it was a good line. Nice try, Spider-Man. I've already legalized marijuana. I don't know why that's what Green Goblin sounds like in my head, but I feel like it's not even that close at all.
Black Cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though. Well, no one's around. I better change while I have a chance.
I'll take the bathroom, thank you.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This I gotta see.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin.
Goblin cream. So now it's like a whole skincare product. It's not even like a deadly neurotoxic serum or whatever. I guess it was never supposed to be deadly. It was just supposed to make people Captain America.
I perfected the technology on the movie Sorority Death Robot.
That's the lore, right? They wanted to make people into Captain America, so they made goblin juice on accident. Addictive skincare product, damn. As if we're not spending enough money on them already.
I'm better than you, Spider-Man, and today I'm going to prove
These pits have been kind of garbage, but Beck doesn't have any points somehow, so maybe it's not that bad. That's the ultimate explanation. I mean, it makes sense. If you can make juice that turns you into Captain America, you'll be a billionaire. Everybody wants that juice.
I mastered this trick on the set of Ninjas of Madness 4, Flaming Ninja.
You know, if the cool kids beat you up in school, you're really taking it out on the... That's all of them.
Oh, it's been going too far there. Oh, well, the triple swing did not work out this time.
Psychologists call that projection.
No, god damn it. I thought I had a slick back up there.
Not as fast as you'd like people to think, are you?
I think my angle was just bad there, to be honest. One shot in Galacticus. Now Galacticus is in it. Just bring all the villains in.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
That part's still hard. I don't think that movement's ever gonna not be hard.
I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connor.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that case. Case secure.
Connor's cream. Oh no.
I think you zigged and you should have zagged. Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I think this might be a good time for you to check.
I thought that was way early, but I guess it was fine.
Your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Don't go there. Lizard cream. I mean, Lizard's green. The goblin juice is green. I don't think that's a coincidence. Every green character is connected.
Oh, you don't? Well, then
Like Master Chief.
naturally, you're gonna want
What do you think? How do you think they made the Spartans in Halo, huh?
stopping crime.
They used the goblin juice.
Challenges
Promised
like
Gary and
items
MJ
and
that I
delivering
would meet
pizza.
them this evening.
There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Yeah, well, aren't all the chapter names in this game like play references, basically, or like literary references?
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I'd better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore.
Or just, you know, media in general, I guess.
Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry.
Why am I swinging so high? I don't know where that's coming from. Bruce Banner, yep, he's green.
I can't believe
Every
how
green
young
character in media
I
is
must be out of my mind.
created via goblin juice.
I knew he'd show up sooner or later. Spider-Man. Get rid of him before he screws everything.
I felt like that one was good.
Hey guys. Are
That
you
one
here
too.
for one on European Masters too? You don't strike me as the patron of the arts material.
I don't even know what a Mogwai is. But I can assume that they're green or will be green at some point. Oh no. Cursed Harry Potter.
Sorry, not my style.
You have style?
I have never seen Gremlins. I don't watch too many movies, I don't know. I'm trying to remember what the last movie I saw was. It's been a while for sure. I'm not sure if I've seen a movie this year.
Aw, too bad. Looks like you're gonna lose me.
She's right. If I don't pick up the pace, she's as good as gone.
That's pretty funny, Nick. Just all green high school.
Hey, slow down so I can talk to you.
Slow down? Yeah, right. If you can't keep up, go home.
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter
just
opening
gliding.
reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter starts. Aha! Next time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
I can't believe Spider-Man went home. Just completely ignored the theme.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the...
Wrecker, oh no. I mean, I'm just saying the last at his homecoming dance, Spider pretty much ended with Spider-Man making his date's dad go to jail. So in a way.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a...
That was not a fully charged jump. I guess we'll see how this goes. It went. Maybe not in the way I expected it to, but it went. Yeah. Well, first we need, for Home Alone 2, first we need the Spider-Man Home Alone crossover. We need it to be canon. Just give the fans what they want. I bet that's gonna be the after the credits scene.
Hi, Pete. How...
Aw. Yeah, he kind of needs to spin here, which he didn't do.
Which team's mascot are you anyway?
It's more of a pride reset, if anything. I'm trying to get a run, going a little deeper into the run. Why is my camera angle like that? Did I change the I was spinning the right stick during that whole time, just kind of lazily. Did I change the camera angle like that before I loaded in?
Time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you miss me more than I... First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it.
I think I changed the camera angle there. I guess maybe that's just something you can do.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as... Right on cue. I was almost...
I love that the police officer just changes angles in between the cutscene and the gameplay. Like he just rotates. Spider-Man homeless. Be a good way to raise, like, what's the word? Attention for it. Awareness. No. Okay, well I said I wanted to get a run deeper. I meant this run. I meant this one.
Well, sequel time already, huh?
Spider. Oh, I forgot that squatting in somebody's house is like a term. I was very confused. I was like, Why is he exercising in somebody else's house? I just forgot.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you miss me more than I miss you.
I don't like that start, but we're gonna continue with it anyways.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue.
Spider-Man would be a good landlord. I'd probably be pretty forgiving because he's been there, you know? He's had to deal with Mr. Djokovic, who should be the true 10th villain in Spider-Man No Way Home.
Case secure.
Okay, I can't. Normally I don't. I'm so far back in this guy's putt. Like, even if I do the mule kick, I'm not gonna get over to the street. You know what I mean? I'll be like, I'll still be over here, and then I have to swing around and over. And I'm trying not to reset when that happens, but there are exceptions for sure. Wait. Yeah, Spider-Man would fix the door.
Welcome back, I guess.
He knows the pain of having a broken door. By the way, one of like the worst times of, not worst times, but just like come on moments of my life was just, it was like 3 a.m. and I was trying to go back to my dad's house after like hanging with some friends. I can't remember what I was doing, but point is everybody else was asleep. I'm trying to get back in my house, and my only way in, like the garage door is broken, so I can't like put the code and go in. The only way I can get in is with my house key, and I put the key to the door, and it's just I'd go to turn, and it's just not working. And I turn and I turn and turn, and then I hear like it just like bends. Then I look, and I like twisted the key off. Like I turned so hard that the key just fucking twisted off. It's 3 in the morning. I had to basically call somebody and be like, can I sleep in your house? 'Cause I don't know. I was just like, I think I called my dad. He didn't answer or something because he was asleep, and I was just like, fuck. So I just, I was so mad. And then after that, I don't even know if I ever got another key. I think we just fixed the garage door, and I never used the key after that.
And the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza farm. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Yeah, I mean, had some friends to rely on, but I mean, you know, it was obviously nice that I got to sleep someplace that wasn't my car. I didn't just have to wait like 4 or 5 hours for my dad to wake up. But I already have trouble with sleeping, so I'm not sure if I even got sleep that night. 'Cause it's hard. It's very hard for me to sleep in a bed that's not my own. That's why I don't like hotels or anything either, because my body just like refuses to go to sleep if it's not my bed.
See what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Yeah, I actually considered just like picking the lock to my own front door, but I think I probably could have done it because I don't think I've done like a door lock before, but I have picked a lock before under ideal circumstances. But I just I didn't want to be like that, you know. I didn't want to like have the police show up, be like, yeah, there's a shady figure picking trying to force a lock open here. It was also just like it was just not worth it. Cause by the time I got it open, it would have been like 30 minutes later probably.
Remember, break it, you buy it.
Is it home invasion if it's your house though? Like, I live there. Wow, this fight is not... It's just not right now. Yeah, I feel like an action, because the lock that I picked was like a shitty like home safe. It was just like a little... It was a safe that I own. Let me preface that. I wasn't trying to break into somebody else's safe. I just wanted to see if I could do my own small one. But I feel like an actual door lock would be way harder. Especially if you're just using a couple bobby pins like I did.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first.
Just broke through the back door. Damn.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load. Easy, right? Then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Cannot believe that movement worked.
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connor.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that case. Batter up. Case secure.
Come on, dude. I thought he was gonna... I can't beat this guy. He's too good. The case secured guy is he's definitely in my top 10 Spider-Man villains list.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you miss me more than I'm... First things first.
Yeah, today he's been very aggro. Granted, the positioning of Spider-Man matters for sure, but...
If you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load. Easy, right? Then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue.
Looks like
I was almost there,
interference,
too. Sorry, Dr.
Hey, good night,
Connor.
Gracie.
Thought he would get there in time, but he was on a walk. He was in no hurry.
Here already.
Tried to fist fight him. Well, I mean, he usually tries to run, but he runs the wrong way. Like, I would not go that way.
Bam!
How you doing? Starfish, huh? That's very interesting. What about you? Oh, also starfish. Good to know. Oh, monster gold. Oops. I tried to go back for the briefcase and I still didn't get it. Just leaves. They both die. 1250. I have no brain today. My brain has also been turned off.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right?
Quite hungry, but you're out of good pizza. I like the implication that you have pizza and you're just like, this is subpar.
Dr. Connor's class.
What do I look like, a peasant?
What I was doing, I forgot all about it. I can't believe I'm running so late.
Got like the Jack's pizza.
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
I really thought these guys... I just assume that they're gonna be closer than they are a lot of the time.
Spider-Man's here already.
So much for you.
Case secured.
Fucking get yeeted, dude. So everything gets sent so far as South Park went away. I don't exactly know why that happens sometimes. It just kind of does. I mean, it seems to happen more often when they're like further away, or sometimes when there's like a bit of collision in the way, like the pole maybe, I don't know, but games are way easier today. Yeah. I mean, like I said, in that not all the time, but a lot of the times. It's not even that they're easier either. It's like they're more simple, I don't know. I think one of the main reasons I actually enjoyed Metroid Dread recently is that game is actually pretty difficult. My swing's just not there. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
difficulties doesn't always mean good, for sure. Which is also why I think the problem doesn't entirely stem from difficulty, but just like skill ceiling. Like a high skill ceiling is more important to me than the game itself being difficult to beat. Which is probably like the most speedrunner thing to say, but I don't know why I'm going this way. When was the last time I went this way? The Jack's pizzas, yep. They're cheap, but I guess you get what you pay for. I will say, I'm not a huge fan of DiGiorno. I don't know if it's the marketing has just gotten to us, and we just assume it's good, but every time I eat a DiGiorno, I feel like I have to make a sacrifice. I either have to sacrifice the middle of the pizza to being a soupy mess by undercooking it, or I have to sacrifice the edges of the pizza to being a burnt, corpse by overcooking them, so the middle will be good. And I don't think it's my oven. I think it's just fucked. I don't know.
Welcome back, I guess.
There's way too. I think there's just way too much sauce in the middle of the pizza.
First things first.
I did read the whole. I did read the whole message, Nate. The boxed ones are shit. Yeah. But I read the message and I wanted to make a statement about my experience with Jack's pizzas, because I don't know anything about the individually wrapped ones or whatever.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Red Baron's good. I like the Red Baron ones.
I was almost there too. Try not to
I think
run
those
into
are pretty
my
solid.
face.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get...
Just hungry. I'm hungry. I keep starting stream like when I'm hungry. I don't know, like my eating cycle is just at the point where I like get hungry an hour after I start streaming, or an hour and a half or whatever. However long it's been. Hour and a half. Happened yesterday too.
The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both
I mean,
pointing you to the pizza.
lots to talk about with pizza.
Get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Last time we talked about pizza for an hour, I don't think we even mentioned like store pizza at all. Oh, I wanted to land on the truck and get the truck boost.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of...
Tried to land on like the perfect pixel. And I did, but I didn't jump in time. Oh, thank you for the good luck. What is the pizza time of the year? Is there like a national pizza day? I'm sure there is. I feel like every day you get like I don't know if any of your parents are, you know, I feel like this is my mom does this sometimes, which, you know, it's very in a non-hateful way I'm saying this. It'll just be like, "Oh, did you know that today is, you know, National Pie Day?" It's like I feel like if every other day is a holiday, it doesn't make it very special. What does National Pie Day even mean? I'm just supposed to eat a pie? National Video Games Day. Nice.
Well,
See, then you get to be like, now everybody has to give me video games.
I'm sure you missed me. First things first.
If you didn't abuse that when you were like 12, you missed out, I'm pretty sure.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea.
National Day. That sounds pretty good.
Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save.
You could just have one day for all the national days. Where you eat a pie and you eat cookies and you eat like every single junk food and you buy wasteful products and you just do everything that you're supposed to do on all those national days. On National Day. Do it all.
I should be able to make it as long as... I was almost there too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Blast! Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get...
Tough job market for art majors, huh?
That was a wild fight.
Case secure.
National Speedrun Toby 2 100% Day. Well, we're putting that off until National Day. So, we'll just have to cram it in.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. It'll show you what you... The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Went so far there. Oh, and then I went way too far to the right.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them.
You're not asking for games, you're asking for a console. I don't know why, but that reminded me of the Ouya. It's just like, I was just thinking of like what the worst console of all time was, and I don't think it was the Ouya. Does anybody remember when that went down? It was like, that was like all the internet talked about for like a week. Yeah, strudel.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I'd better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even
Oh,
remember
am I
the last time
dumb?
saw Harry or
I
Mary.
think I'm dumb.
I'm driving here.
Yeah, I just... Why did I go that way?
No.
It was just like,
Dinner I promised MJ I would be
yep,
there.
this is the way you gotta go.
I gotta hurry.
You don't need that token. What do you need the token for? I didn't even go the right way either. I just... My brain just autopiloted the complete wrong direction somehow. Confirmed dumb. Soulja Boy. Thoughts on the trailer? My main takeaway was that the movie is gonna need to be really fast paced if it wants to be good. I could see it being like a pretty entertaining movie if it does it right.
Welcome back, I guess. First things first.
But I watched it earlier in the stream if you want to see more of that.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
I also kind of like that they didn't show Toby in the trailer because I wanted, you know, I want that, you know, you want the part that you're looking forward to in the film to be in the you want to see that in the theater, not in the trailer.
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connor.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that case. Case secured.
Toby 2 on GameSphere. When that episode of Drake and Josh first came out, I wanted a GameSphere when I saw that as a kid.
Still make it before class ends.
I don't think I even realized that it was supposed to be like a GameCube parody.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
It's supposed to be an Xbox. I mean, it could be, you know, because box, sphere, both are shapes.
Time to talk a little about hero points.
I feel like I've laid out my evidence in a convincing manner.
Store, right? gonna want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens with stress,
Promised Jerry and
challenges,
MJ that I
collecting
would meet
items,
them
and
this
delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Get me up there. Wow, that was like half of my bar of charge. I didn't think that was gonna give me enough height.
Good.
The game triangle. It's not even a 3D object. It's just a triangle. Not like a triangular prism. It's just completely flat. It's what smartphones have wanted to be for so long. Just completely flat. Which I never got that. I don't know. I take my phone out of its case, and it feels like I could fucking snap it over my leg so easily. You know what I mean? I could just, in one fell swoop, I could just break it. So, and I'm like, I feel like my phone, I should never have that thought with my phone. They need to make them chunky a little bit again. Come on. Well, at least the cleanup's not that bad when you end up doing that. I'm missing the double. I'm doing it like too fast or something.
Lucky for you, I pull my punches.
I don't know where the muscle memory went for that.
Time to wrap this party up.
At least I got it once. But I need to do better there. Earlier today it was better. You know, Ace Attorney's got some good games. I've got a... Oh, it's crooked. I've got an Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. I wall scroll. I don't know if any of you know what that is. I've got one of those in my room. So Phoenix is just constantly pointing at me the entire time I stream. The whole time he's just pointing at me.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress.
Okay.
If you could call it.
He's no spoil.
Just go to the pause.
The only thing, and this isn't a spoiler, but I will say if you're ever doubting yourself in the middle of Ace Attorney 2, Ace Attorney 3 makes it worth it. That's all I'll say. There's a certain case, you know, if you've played it, you probably know the one in Ace Attorney 2 that kind of drags, and it's worth it for Ace Attorney 3.
I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. Are you here for the 2-for-1 on European Masters, too?
That's all I'll say. But yeah, I've only played the original trilogy. I haven't played any of the newer ones really.
Midnight Craft Fair is next week.
Just because Apollo, like you have to play it on DS. I think. I don't think they released Apollo on anything other than like DS or maybe iPod or something. Which, no, I'm good.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor.
Is it Rise from the Ashes is the bonus one in the DS version of Ace Attorney, right? That's not a bad case. I don't know. It's a long one for sure, but I thought it was fine. Oh, okay, you like it. It's definitely a long one. Okay, I guess that jump could have made it from a little bit further. Lots of access glitches today.
You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Or you don't? Well,
How did I not? How did I clear that gap?
naturally, you're gonna want to earn lots.
That was something.
You got plenty of options.
The longest in the series. I don't know. I feel like there's one in Trials and Tribulations that, like the last one maybe, that's like kind of a similar length.
Different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
And there's one in Injustice for All that feels like it's that long.
off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember the last time I saw...
I was holding sprint there, I'm pretty sure, but oh, that time too, huh?
I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry.
Maybe I wasn't. Or my trigger might be messed up. I don't know.
I believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
Come on. That is way too short.
Hope your insurance is paid up.
Spider reflexes, nice. In this mode, you're faster than the bad guys. You'll see attacks coming from a mile away. You can even do different, more damaging moves.
That's the timing I want. Why him? Is it because this guy's hiding behind a corner? That's probably why. Wait, the A.A. Layton crossover makes a reference to Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That sentence sounds like it came from like the Big Bang Theory. You know what I mean? Where it's like one of those jokes that's just like, haha, let me say a bunch of nerd titles right in a row, and then the laugh track plays.
Hey, I want to ask you some questions.
It's nice to want things.
Ouch. I'd better move a little faster. I obviously can't count on her charity.
Right, can't handle the aggro matchup. They kind of did Phoenix Wright dirty in that game, even though he's my favorite character to play. Granted, I didn't play very much of that game. I'm not like super big into fighting games.
She's right. If I don't pick up the pace, she's as good as gone.
From what I've seen in tournaments, he just gets walled out. Which is kind of unfortunate when a game that's like, in my mind, all about like aggression and stuff is just it just all you see. Look at tournaments and you just see people getting walled out.
Hey, slow down so I can talk to you.
I honestly think that's like the biggest issue in most fighting games.
Go home.
Alright, see you, Strudel. Good luck with the dog. Right, is the only hyper defensive character. What I've seen, like, I mean, you run away until you get your evidence and then you go aggro. So I wouldn't really call that defensive, but I don't know. Maybe. It seems like, what is it, Dr. Doom? Like, all I've ever seen Dr. Doom do is run away in that game.
This should be a safe spot to change.
I don't think defensive play is necessarily bad. It's just like stuffy defensive play is bad. You know what I mean? To me, there's a difference between like trying to barely get away from other characters' offensive moves and just like putting a huge hitbox out so that they can't approach you ever, and just like trying to trap them into an approach so that they die. Hey, thanks for the good luck. See ya. Oh. Spider-Man is like F tier. I feel like I've actually never seen Spider-Man gameplay in that game. I think I'm not even joking. Like I don't think I ever played against a Spider-Man, and I don't think I ever have seen tournament gameplay with Spider-Man in it. Is he good? Maybe it's a coincidence. But most of the, I feel like I usually see like, what's her name? The Fire Phoenix. I see like Phoenix, Doctor Doom, that one guy with the sword who just chunks HP. I forget his name. He's kind of like an anime guy, and he has an anime guy name. I feel like those are the three ones I see all the time in that game.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure. First things first.
Starts with it's like Strider or something. I can't remember.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress. If you could
Why are Marvel and Capcom fighting anyway?
bring up the save load
I don't know.
Easy, right?
Brand fight. It's what Twitter's all about these days, isn't it? Brand fight brings money.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class.
This was just the precursor to shitty fast food Twitter accounts posting sick burns to other shitty fast food Twitter accounts.
Right on cue. I was
like
almost there,
interference.
too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Spider-Man's here already. Get rid of him and get that case.
That spinning kick just did nothing. just kicked nothing.
Case secure.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
I feel like I've never... The only dead or alive things I ever saw was the fucking beach volleyball games. That's it. I kind of thought they had just resigned their series to not existing after that.
Check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point.
No, man, it's really good. It's really good beach volleyball. But I play it for the gameplay, you know. I'm just a big beach volleyball fan. When are they gonna make a fast food mascot fighting game? I will quit if that. I'll just become a hermit if that happens. I'll just log off social media forever. Never go to any fast food again. I'll just quit.
You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're gonna want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crime,
so
helping
late.
citizens in distress,
Promised Terry and MJ that I would
challenges,
meet them
collecting
this
items, and delivering.
I have seen people liking the. I think that's the one, the Guilty Gear.
See what you like.
Sound like a like a parent, like, oh, son, how's that Guilty Gears game you're playing, huh? Better hope they have a good lawyer, huh, son? Because those gears are guilty. I don't know anything about that game, but I know it's an anime fighter.
Better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember the last... Oh no! At my birthday dinner I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry.
They were known for boobs and then toned down, and then they got rid of the boobs. Yeah, I feel like at that point you're just not known for anything, right? Just yeah, they got that rollback.
I must be out of my mind.
You knew he'd show up sooner or later.
Okay, I gotta wait. You have to wait like half a second. I can't just turn it on and off right away.
You guys are such a nuisance.
Or
Gods we posted.
that one I didn't. I think I also need to mash harder. I'm like trying to double tap it at the right time, and I just need to mash really hard, I think.
You ain't stopping us, webhead.
Is that all you've got?
Those weren't better. It's weirdly liberating to be the best at a strategy. It's definitely not a bad feeling. But it's also kind of nice to not be the best at one sometimes. Because, you know, it gets lonely at the top.
Sorry, not my style.
So, knowing that, like, because, you know, nerd combos are, like, not, you know, they're not really my thing naturally. Like, I think I wouldn't have ever really thought to do them in RTA. So, knowing that they are like doable and consistently, and that there's people better than you at a strategy, kind of reassures you that you can do it too. Because, you know, when I came to this game, and kind of still, not only still, but, you know, all I really cared about was optimizing movement for the most part.
He's right. If I don't pick up the pace, she's as good as gone.
That's still what I'm here for at the end of the day. It's just get good at movement. That's the meat and potatoes, and the combat's like the side dish, you know, like, oh, this is nice mac and cheese, but I have a medium rare sirloin here, so I don't care about it as much.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
You can't even imagine.
I shouldn't have rotated the camera. I was like, my brain did not know which way I was facing there at first.
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time.
Some prefer mac and cheese over steak. Mac and cheese is a bomb food, but it kind of gets stomped by steak. I love both foods. I would just say steak is kind of just a tier above. But some do prefer it, and you know, I mean, mac and cheese you can do. I guess not vegan, right? You can do vegetarian. It's, you know, likely to give you less heart attacks and stuff. There's definitely some upsides to mac and cheese. And I've had some bomb ass mac and cheese at restaurants, but I feel like, I don't know, are there any other like mac and cheese at restaurant havers who feel this way? They never give you enough mac and cheese. When I make mac and cheese at home, I can make like a huge amount, but you get it at a restaurant and it's like they barely give you any mac and cheese. Like I'm sitting down and I'm paying you $12 for pasta. Like, give me more. I don't care that you put Parmesan on it to make it look fancy. Like, I should be like stuffed by the time I finish your mac and cheese at your restaurant. I should like not be able to. I should stop and like bring a third of it home if I'm paying like $15 for mac and cheese. I don't get it. It's just, I feel the same, lesser extent about like most pasta at restaurants actually, because it's like pasta's not very expensive. I can make like I can make, you know, if I can make it at home for like $1.50 or whatever, probably less, probably like $1's worth of pasta, then I don't know. Mac and cheese is more of a side. Yeah, I mean, I did list it as a side, but there are some places around here. It's actually weird. There's a burger place, not too far from my house. That is really good. They have really good burgers. You know, it's like a kind of a sit down type place. You don't really get it to go. They give you like these huge burgers, but if you order the mac and cheese, they suddenly just don't give you very much food. It's like I don't think that.
I'm gonna have to take away your credit card.
I don't think that I should be getting less food just because, you know, I might prefer mac and cheese over burgers. Which
This was a bad
I'll have it on the record that I don't, but if I did...
Got where you are by using your head, I see.
I don't I think I'm ready to admit that I don't even know what casserole is. Like, in my head, it's just kind of like a slimy pasta. But I don't know, I've had casserole like once in my life. And then I hear things like Jello casserole, and I'm like, how does that work? Like, what defines a casserole? Anything you can think of but baked? So baked potatoes or casserole? Doesn't it have to be like kind of in a stew form, but like without the liquid? I know that sounds dumb, but you know what I mean? Why not make a mac and cheese burger? Mac and cheese burgers are great. I think that burger place has a mac and cheese burger. Usually. Some places don't get mac and cheese burgers. A good mac and cheese burger, you can still taste the mac and cheese. A bad mac and cheese burger, it just tastes like a burger with slightly different texture because the mac and cheese is like the flavor doesn't, the burger just like overpowers it. But I've had some good ones for sure. I love gimmick burgers. I've had a burger that was just like a chili burger. Like they just, it was I had to eat it with like a fork and a knife because they just put like a huge scoop of chili on the burger. Well, granted it was in the burger, but it, you know, there was basically as much chili as there was burger, so it was just like, it was just kind of a mess, but it tasted really good. Something you wouldn't... Oh, I'm trying to read chat about Cab, like, this casserole is more important than the run. Which, to be fair, I think it kind of is. Because I'm still just trying to kind of get good again right now. Still not quite up to 100% form. Anything you would normally bake mixed into a homogeneous mass in a baking pot and then baked. Okay, that's a definition I can accept. You have to, like, turn it into this... mass, I guess is the word we're using. That makes sense to me. This might just be me being picky, but I'm not a huge fan of mac and shells. I don't like mac and shells as much. It just feels like or not mac and shells, shells and cheese. Mac and shells, there's no cheese. You just get weird pasta. It's like, just give me what I came... We all know I'm here for mac and cheese. Just give me what I came here for. Jeff and cheese. That'd be pretty funny. Well, maybe the person who invented macaroni was named Macaroni. Maybe that was Sir George Washington Macaroni who invented macaroni during the revolutionary times in Italy. Mac and shells. There's got to be a way to get around that, though. Can't you... There's gotta... This is me showing that I've never, like, lived with anybody who has a dairy allergy, but, like, there has to be a way to make, like, mac and cheese, you know, with like, a fake cheese somehow. I refuse to believe that we can do, like, heart transplants, but we haven't accomplished that yet. Making mac and cheese now. Maybe I might make some mac and cheese after this stream. We have the Kraft Deluxe boxes. They're like 10 times better than the regular Kraft boxes. We have some of those in the cupboard right now. Maybe I'll make some of those after the stream. but you get like 2 people's food. You get like 2 people's worth of mac and cheese. You get that's how much the restaurant should be giving you. Is how much you get from those, where it's just like your plate is just overflowing with mac and cheese by the time you're done. Oh, fucking token. What is it with today in that token?
A little swing to the city.
I don't get you. Last time you were an ice queen, but now you're friendly. Make up your mind.
See you, Giga. That I think it is one of the funny parts of streaming. You know, I usually stream on weekday nights. Is that usually instead of being like, you know, people being like, all right, I'm about, you know, I'll head out. Thanks for streaming. Just, you know, I got something to do. It's just like, I'm going to bed. Good night. That's how people leave the stream. I think it's really funny. Just like, all right, good night, bro.
Black Cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
Seems like too much mac and cheese. They should either do that or I don't know. I feel like every time, if mac and cheese is like an entree at a restaurant, it's just always expensive, and you don't get very much. I think that it should either be cheaper or you get you get enough to justify the price.
So Quentin
Like even if it's just, you know, like, oh, you know, this feeds 2 people, you know, like get the mac and cheese couple deal. I don't know. Except for the goodnight kiss.
Let's begin.
I will only be offering the goodnight kiss to channel members once we have those. Once YouTube relinquishes that right to me. Oh, is he going in the pit? Yeah, he's going in the pit. I love it when that happens.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.
Mac and cheese is romantic. You know they're the one when they make you mac and cheese without you asking. I don't think he went in the pit that time. Or maybe he... No, okay, he got grabbed by Beck, which is fine. That is also fine. As long as I don't have to deal with him, and I still win.
Are you still going back? I hadn't noticed.
Oh yeah, we're stomping back. This will not be close.
You know, if the cool kids beat you up, that's all of them.
How does it feel to be hunted?
Nothing like this, for starters. You're a sad little man, Beck.
I know you, but what am I? Got you! Not as fast as you'd like people to think, are you? You're going to need to move a lot.
It's like they placed those 2 platforms just so that you could charge jump from one to the other. That's my conspiracy. That's got to be intentional. Because I tried to like do like a 5-6 charge there, and I didn't quite make it. I like barely made it onto the platform and wasn't close enough to press the button. I got a few ideas. I think I could probably do it. I've got some Photoshop / GIMP knowledge. Because fuck Adobe. Ones I'm thinking of now are Red 0.0. You know, all the 0.0 live split ones. Oh, speaking of gold, I didn't actually speak of it, but Just a gold and a sea of reds somehow. I didn't even think that chapter 7 was that good. And I have one. This was one when I was on Twitch. I had. Hang on. Was like some of the boss icons, like the Mysterio brain. Was a good one for like the big brain plays. It was the Mysterio brain boss icon. Yeah. I do some pixel art on the side, but I'm actually kind of trash at drawing traditionally, and I do it with a mouse, so I have no idea how to use it, like a drawing tablet.
Oh no, Mary Jane's play. If I hurry, I can still make it in time.
A buoy, that would probably be an okay one. I feel like it would be hard to tell that it was a buoy, depending on how it's done.
Aren't diamonds forever? Couldn't you have waited a day?
Sure, great combo.
Think about a career change. You okay? Look out!
Damn it.
Just take off, guys. I'm not later.
I was trying to see if I could maybe, if by walking, like, the sniper wouldn't see me, so then he wouldn't shoot or something. But he did it anyways, and then I missed the...
Stopping? I guess I finally have your attention.
I missed.
Great. Finally, maybe I can still make it before the end.
That sniper, he's just shooting. He's just blasting, he doesn't care. I can save I can save 11 seconds on chapter 7. I would not have thought.
Maybe so. How far is this place?
Stay with me.
The fucking sound effect for scrolling through the map, because I always spam some of the, like, the left trigger for during that for some reason. I don't know why. It's just kind of in there in my muscle memory, and there was no reason to remove it. Funny you say that, because I'm like super warm. I think I mentioned this before, but I get super warm every time I stream in here. Because of both my Xbox and my computer just acting as heating devices. And, you know, I'm doing things that are, you know, speedrunning this game, I'm not going to say it's a workout, but, you know, it gets you a little more worked up than just sitting there doing nothing. I always end up warm. Oh, Black Cat is just gone. Where did she go? She's back. It is time. It is. Oh fuck! It is possible to lose time on most Black Cat sections because there is rubber banding. So the closer you go to her, the faster she moves. That's why optimizing Black Cat segments means maximizing the time that you spend really close to her. Besides the first one. The first one just is the way that it is, the length that it is every time.
Pete.
And the last Black Cat, the one in chapter 13, you can just skip, so... Fortunately, that's the only one.
Okay, guess I better get going. That news conference is gonna start any minute.
A terrible swing. Wow. Don't look at this movement. Just avert your eyes. Oh no, he's looking. Okay, we can just make it up with this amazing theater. Wow, that just works, doesn't it? I like that jump off strat a lot. That makes the first one so much more consistently fast. What? Grab the dude! There you go. These, oh, please don't actually do that. These guys, I let these guys free and they just don't want to be free. Lots of fire damage. This guy's just standing here. You can leave. He's just like, nah, I'll just watch. He's counted as saved. He's just chilling. Big chilling.
Your fellow humans will be destroyed while you waste time. A futile gesture, spider human. Even as we speak, my armada is advancing on your city. Our first target will be your Statue of Liberty.
Never told you to stop averting. Yes, you can now stop averting your gaze. Maybe. We'll see how this movement goes.
If he's attacking Lady Liberty, I'd better get over. I hardly wait to see what he has cooked up in the statue.
Well, I hope you were watching that part. Oh, never mind. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. I thought I had enough distance. The movement was really good until it really wasn't. Okay, that... You're looking, even when I explicitly told you not to. I forgive you. But don't do it again. I just didn't get a sound effect for breaking that orb for some reason. And if I were a little bit closer to the sun, maybe I would have had enough distance there. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to go that way. Maybe I don't want to go this way. I guess I'm going this way. This was a terrible idea. I hate this place. Oh, I'm very glad that I climbed in there.
Wow. Mysterio's hidden fortress looks just like an apartment.
When does Shredder steal the Statue of Liberty? I think that happens in Spider-Man 3.
I think you zigged when you should have zigged. When I hit him, it bounces right back at me.
Oh, I'm in.
Careful.
And discover the horrors that await you.
Okay. I've been flipped off before, but never quite like that. What's going on? Feels so strange. Everything is upside down. What's going on?
Learn the true meaning of terror.
Mysterio sure knows how to clown around.
House of Doom.
This may sting a little. Great. More of those hopping act things. Gotta be careful.
You're doing right.
I've definitely gotten better at the multi-kicks. There, that's something that Arena really helped me out with, was actually fucking got to sit down and learn how to do the technique that I discovered. What am I doing? I'm not too concerned about the fact that those mirrors didn't break, I just want to know what I'm doing wrong suddenly. I think I'm jumping too far to the right. Yeah, it needs to be more direct. Okay. Issue resolved for next time, hopefully. Did I miss one still? No. There we go. Oh wait, you can't lock on to that one. That's funny. I guess it's because it's broken.
Looks like I found the exit. Finally.
This is just a full no reset now, I guess. Because I still want to practice
I'm finally out of that crazy place.
late game.
If I never see another carnival as long as I live.
Oh, am I gonna get hit? Am I gonna get helicoptered here? I just felt gravitated to jump towards it. I don't know why. Just barely fine. Aw, I wanted to get sub 20 there, but 20 even's pretty good.
Whoops, Dr. Octavius' demonstration will be starting soon. Better hurry.
Currently consuming mac and cheese. I am jealous. That's all I have to say. I can make me some after the stream.
The containment field looks like it's buckling.
I guess it is a problem that I can't make mac and cheese and stream at the same time. How do streamers who do it like 8 hours a day, do they just like pack lunches, or are they just like, hang on stream, I'll be back, you know, I'm just gonna take a lunch break for an hour?
Poor Rose. I can't believe I'm late.
Or do they become cooking streamers for like an hour? I'll admit I don't watch too many streamers that do it like 8 hours a day.
Mysterio's robot. Oh.
Thing is, I'm like not hungry when, lately I haven't been hungry when it's time to start my stream. It's like I'm hungry during it. Like an hour and a half or 2 hours in, I get hungry.
Dr. Connors was pretty beat up, but I think he'll be all right now. We need to figure out what happened to him, but I don't have any leads.
Oh, you know, I think
Drop by the Daily Bugle.
I'm like,
I can pick up a lead there.
something has felt off this whole day. You know what's wrong? I was plugged into my computer. I've had like half a second of audio delay this whole time. Usually play plugged directly into my capture card for the audio, but my headphones were plugged into my computer, so I was like, why does it feel so wrong? Holy shit, it's so different. Everything feels so much more direct. I have to I kind of got used to it, so I have to unget used to it. Yeah, this feels so much better.
Well, no one's around. I better change while I have a chance. Hi, Betty. Dr. Octavius is a killer.
Yeah, I at least want to get through Bank
Is it my fault?
and like all that.
Can things get any worse? Nope, wait, whoa. I withdraw the question.
Playing with audio delay does not make me play better than playing without, because I kind of use the sound cues from the web swing sound to determine when to swing next, so all it does is mess with my muscle memory. Like, I feel like I can swing so much faster now because I can just hear when a swing starts, so I know how to jump out of it. Because human beings react to audio cues slightly faster than visual cues for some reason. Yo, Thunder.
Stop right there, Doctor. Please don't make me fight you. I'll help you if you let me.
That is the swag fast strat.
Still, not one.
I think I've only ever done that a couple times.
All right,
Where you just ignore him attacking you.
He won't listen to
Just
reason.
beat the shit out of him anyways.
You're gonna have to fight. Don't hurt her. Stay away from her.
Just reprogram myself. Where it's so easy, dude. I wish. Holy shit, this game actually feels so much different now. No. I think I still have time. Yeah.
I read about Octavius's attack, but somehow I just didn't believe it.
Congratulations on consuming mac and cheese. Think humans aren't made in JavaScript? God, I hope not. It would explain a lot of things, though. Like, sorry, boss. I haven't fixed the bug about the breathe hole and the food hole being the same hole, but it's just because the new framework is really, it's really messing. And then God says, "Oh, it's a fine.
Octavius blames me for
We just won't update our website for 8 years."
surprised.
It would make so much more sense. So, no, definitely gonna keep a note that I can save 16.9 seconds on that chapter. I just consumed the mac and cheese. Next, I'm gonna consume you. It sounds like a line from like a Twilight fan fiction. You know what I mean? Humanity is still running on Flash. Humanity's still using AAAs, you know what I mean? Like, we're behind the times. That was kind of a slick swing.
So, how did you find Shocker?
We escaped during your little event with Quentin Beck.
Seriously? I knew I should.
I'm actually a little upset that I spent like 2 hours playing bad just because of the audio delay. Well, I mean, I'm sure not all the bad gameplay was because of that, obviously, but I feel like I can game so much harder right now, you know what you know what I mean? I was like ready to write it off as like it's just a bad day, you know, like, you know, sometimes you just have bad days for your game. Your gameplay is just not there. And I think that might still be true today, but at least I have something to point at. Yeah, I think on a good day I don't do that. NFTs for dummies. Are you ready for the ultimate NFT joke? Are you ready? You have gifted me a punchline. NFTs for dummies, huh? Aren't all NFTs for dummies? And then if I had like the stock laugh soundboard ready, I would play it right now. I hope you enjoyed the best NFT joke that's ever been made, because nobody's gonna be making a better one. Oh. I wasn't moving, so I don't exist to Black Cat. I forgot. My bad. Yes, that is totally where I wanted to crawl. Thank you.
Still slow and dumb, I see.
1,
I've been meaning to ask.
2,
How's your absorbency compared with the lead?
3, 4,
Wearing a girdle?
5.
How's the tire mascot gig working out? Are you wearing a girdle?
Shocker did get snipped there.
I hope Cat is okay.
You missed a bit. Are we still in the same run? I don't know. Depends on how long you've been gone. This is I mean, I wouldn't say that this run got this far. It was more I decided this run would get this far. Because I want the practice, like game practice. How about that? I should memorize how many taps I need to do to get to that part in the menu. That would make it so that I don't even have, then I wouldn't have to look, you know what I mean? That one I was just looking for the icon. Then I had to read to make sure it was rising shoulder charge. It's 2 after the mantle cover. Yeah. For the other one though, like I memorized, you know, like for the one in chapter 7, the menu, I remember that you go to the end and then you tap 3 times and then you tap, I think it's 3-3-2. If I were doing the muscle memory, I would know for sure, but like I know how many taps I need to do intuitively for that one, and I'd like to get to that point. Download the game into my brain. I feel like my brain has enough to deal with without trying to run an instance of Spider-Man 2 on it.
Great. Gotta get these photos to the Bugle.
Imagine a swing boost there. It'd probably take you like right to the fucking door. 1.36. Probably bigger. Definitely bigger on PS2 and
Safe spot to change.
I think also bigger on Xbox.
I can't believe
You don't
it.
have to run it. I
James
just need the
would
game
rape
files.
mother if he thought it would sell papers.
So I'm not even gonna play. I downloaded it out on my brain and I still play it on Xbox.
Couldn't possibly have-
3.84. I think all PS2 files have to be like, you know, that size, don't they though? So a lot of it's just junk.
About that, huh?
Yep, I'm on it.
Brain copies just for a reference. Oh, I see. So I can be like... My brain doesn't have, you know, a functional emulator on it, so I can't run it on my brain. Maybe I could read the files and learn from that. Oof, ouchie, my health.
Whoa, this is an old Oscorp. You must lose a filling every
One.
time you blast something.
2,
Looks like you just got out of traction.
3,
Funny, because that's just where you're
4.
going.
Jocker is still a boring name.
I feel like Season Pass when it comes to games had like the definition has changed when I wasn't looking.
Really getting on my nerves.
I see with like Halo Infinite, they're talking about like Season Pass and the progression, and I'm like, isn't Season Pass when a video game tries to sell you DLC they haven't made yet? Is it? I thought that's what it was, but I guess it's not anymore. They just use the same term. Because when it was first a thing in video games, it was like you could buy the season pass, and that would give you the DLC that they've made so far, and then they would also promise to make more DLC for the season pass. Like you would get all the DLC for that was gonna be made for the game ever. But I don't think it means that. I don't know what it means now. I don't think it means that anymore. I can half... I wasn't sure which way I wanted to go there, and I went neither. There's Season Pass and there's Battle Pass. I guess I assumed that Battle Pass was a Season Pass, and it was just a you know, it was just a new gamer way of saying it. Great yank. Could any of my attacks connect? There we go.
Why can't I just tell MJ the truth? Can't believe she's getting married and I'm just waving from the sidelines. Was I supposed to meet Kat this evening? Guess I should go.
I could have like been there if I got a good start there. Been there by the time it loaded in.
Kat, you talk pretty tough when you're in the lead. How about now? You used to be fast, Kat. What happened?
I guess I wasn't aware that Battle Pass was a different thing. I just assumed because it was Pass, and I just thought it was like a reskinned thing. That web ball just straight up whiffed.
Next time, try eBay.
Is he on the roof? He's on the roof. What are you doing up here, buddy? How did you get... What mistakes have you made in your life to end up like this? Of course, the sniper gets yeeted the instant I try to fight him. Pretty good spin kicks. Very loud, but pretty good.
Is Cat right? Do I really have to give up Peter Parker to be Spider-Man? What about the people in my life? It isn't like anyone ever sees me now. MJ.
There's DLC storylines in Spider-Man 2018. I'm probably not gonna play them. I'm just gonna play what's on the disc. I don't know.
What? Do I quit being Spider? No, I can't quit either. I help
Unless they're
Parker.
a decent, fair price.
I can't give up being Spider-Man either.
I don't know. It's like games these days. Like
Maybe I
feels like the starting point is like
I should track down
you
Black
pay
Cat.
$60 to start the game.
I can do it. I can balance both. Maybe it isn't too late. Maybe I can be Spider-Man and
And the worst example is you pay $70 to have like the starter pack for the game, basically. I'm like, I'm not even sure if I would pay $60 for most games. I'm trying to remember the last time I actually paid $60 for a video game, and like I usually just wait for them to go on sale. I don't know. I don't got it like that, I guess. 3 DLC for 25 together. Oh, I thought they were 25 each. That seems more reasonable. I guess we'll have to see, but even still, like 25 is like how much I pay for games usually, I'd say. Or just pirate them.
I should just keep away
Point,
from
good point.
her. At least she still has Harry. Yeah, Harry's been a much better friend than I'll ever be. I'm no good for MJ anyway. He's better off with, what's his name?
I can save more than that for sure there. Because that was kind of a bad chapter 14.
Mary Jane must hate
We're kind of freestyling this route. I have an idea here. No, the Chad versus Chad posters. The power of the Chads was too powerful. It's too much.
Apologize to MJ next time I see her.
PS5 Ultimate Edition. I would have to get a PS5 then, which is I deal with the consoles the same way that I do the games. I usually wait until they're very cheap as well. Here's the thing, Nate. I've never looked for Amazing Spider-Man 2, the game. But God have I been shown it. Search results think that this game and that game are the same game. All the fucking time. It's so annoying. PS5, they're never going on sale. Yeah, I probably not getting a PS5 then. I'd rather spend my money on a graphics card or something if we're gonna pay more than you should for hardware.
Spider reflexes. Nice. In this mode, you're faster than the bad guys. You'll see attacks coming from
Why can't I get fights like that on good runs? That was so good. Just everything worked.
Please be okay, Mary Jane.
That's the swag way to do that. Fly jump web zip.
That's one. How many of these things does he have scattered around this place?
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Energy Burst. Everything goes right on the dead runs. Yep. Maybe I can gold. I could probably gold this split. I can't quite remember how the beginning of the split went though, so I guess we'll see. I forgot that can happen. The wall won't save you there. You gotta dodge. It literally just checks to see if you press the dodge button. It has already decided that you've been hit.
That should do it.
I despise you.
Well, this is like not only a... I don't know what happens here. I probably... Yeah, I guess it's not that bad.
Away with you.
Yeah, nice little gold to end it off. 2 gold. This is like the worst run that's had 2 golds in it.
What have we done?
So my best 53.29. God damn.
Dr. Octavius, we have to stop that reactor before it's too late.
Yeah, sometimes that's why you keep the dead runs around, because you can still gold. Practice is good. Do I want to do more? I'll do like one more good one. I'm thinking. How much did those gold buy, I wonder? Alright, see you, Ken. Have a good sleep. Like 40 seconds. Can you imagine? This one golded by like 4 seconds. Dang. That shows to me that I can still push chapter 15 like lower than that by a decent margin. Because well, I mean that last fight wasn't perfect. And also I feel like a lot of the movement in the beginning of that split wasn't great either. It had a incredible train fight though. It's like I cannot ask for that to be better. I have to play better to do better than that, you know what I mean? Like I have to do better strats. We have to do like nerd combos on him or something. Not a great start.
Well, sequel time already.
I've been messing up that swing today. You can at least say I finished a run today. And die the same way.
sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess.
Perhaps it would be poetic. They really, it seems like he's gonna be like the main one of the villains, I guess, because he's all over all the posters that I've seen. They always have like the same JPEG of the tentacles like plastered over him.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Blast! Spider-Man's here already.
What if they just removed? It was just more villains. It wasn't Andrew and Toby they photoshopped out. There were just more villains in the shot, and they they removed them. There's gonna be like 15 villains in that movie.
Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I think
What? There's no way that was too slow or too fast. Rather.
The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza park. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
They should just make everybody in that movie a villain. The Joker's there. There's no explanation. He's just also there. He doesn't even do anything. He's just like in the background of a lot of shots.
This is a good time to talk a little about heroes. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of...
Yeah, they should just make everybody a villain in that movie except for Spider-Man. He saves Mary Jane from falling, and then she shouts, "Godspeed, Spider-Man." The fucking Goblin glider comes out. She's the third Green Goblin.
Man, that cake was good. Stuff. I better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my
Bay
costume.
takes the goblin juice.
I can't even remember the last time. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry. I can't believe I ran off.
Maybe the other Toby and Andrew are in the film, but they're playing they're playing Green Goblin 4 and 5. Tobey Maguire also plays the Joker, who's in the background of every shot of the movie but doesn't do anything.
Find a safer line of work.
Spider-Man's here?
Try not to run into my fist with your face.
Oh, get back here. On the run. Does that on the run where I'm actually doing this good. That was a good one. I've heard that Amazing Spider-Man 2, the game, is not bad.
want to ask you some questions. Ouch. I'd better move a little.
All 4 Jokers. Yes. I've also heard that about the first Amazing Spider-Man game, that it's not great. Spider-Man 3, the game's not bad, though. It's not a bad game.
Your grandma. Now that's something I'd like
Wait,
to see.
I think I just found like a new glitchy wall sprint.
I'm gonna lose her completely.
Yeah, look at that. If you wall sprint from falling off of that, it gives you like the weird angle. That one was weird too. Huh. I guess that's something new to mess around with. Yo, Ink.
Hey, come on! I just want to talk.
No means no, pal.
Is this gonna gold? No, I don't think so.
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of
6-2X though. Pretty good.
items every time a new chapter
I think because the beginning of that wasn't incredible. It was like good, but I could definitely save 6 seconds minimum there. I think on that from the split I just got.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the.
I think Spider-Man 3 is okay. Both the movie and the game, I kind of have similar opinions of both. I cannot believe that I was close enough to use that.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a freak?
Yeah, I think that's true for both the movie and the game. You compared Toby 3 the game to this game, and it doesn't quite hold up, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game.
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have powers.
Oh, this is great.
Hi, Pete. How?
Dang, I still got the timing down for that, I guess. Somewhere deep in my muscle memory, it's still there. This is definitely the last run of the night.
Whoa, that
What?
rhino is
Bro, I'm dodging!
Is that a horn on your head or
Shut
you
up,
by
Bruce.
mistake? I'm starting to see why rhinos are
shit.
endangered.
Okay, still 3 cycle. Yeah, I don't really think that, like, I don't think a superhero movie or, like, you know, an adaptation of that nature where it's, like, clearly not the exact same story needs to worry too much about keeping to the source material as much. Bosses with gigantic health pools, yeah. I think it's a Spider-Man series problem. a lot of games in the Spider-Man series, not all of them, just have bosses with way too much health. Fortunately, every boss that has that problem in this game gets skipped in the speedrun, but... or is optional. Yeah, you, Shocker, and Calypso. And then you get into like Web of Shadows and enemies that have way too much health. Yo, DC.
I can't believe I
It
actually
has been a bit, hasn't it?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
That's thanks for stopping by. I just clipped through that billboard, but not the building, I think. Can I swing on something? There we go. I haven't seen Toby 1 in a long time. I kind of want to watch it again. I want to watch the whole thing. Holy trilogy. I want to watch the whole Holy Trilogy again. That is a mouthful.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay? There's these things called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
Gamer jump attempts have not been great lately.
Peter.
Yeah, I think I watched Toby 1 the most as a kid. I actually remember Toby 3 was my favorite when I first watched it. So I think that was the first one that I got to like properly see in theaters. I don't think I watched Toby 2 in theaters. I was just a little too young. At least I hope my parents weren't taking me to the theater when I was that young. That's kind of badass. Yeah, the theater like hired a Spider-Man to crawl down the building. I hope that wasn't just like some guy who worked at the theater and actually like hired somebody who knew wasn't gonna like get themselves hurt.
I wouldn't keep chasing you if you didn't keep breaking into places.
The wire holding onto him. Okay, I mean, that helps. You know. I mean, I guess speaking as somebody who did rock climbing, like I did rock climbing for a few years when I was younger. And it is kind of easy to hurt yourself, even if you're on a rope. You know, you're not in any danger of falling, but you know, if you like kick off in the wrong way, you can just like hit your leg even on like a flat wall and just like bust up your knee pretty easily.
Black Cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though. Well, no one's around. I better change while I have a chance.
I just got the garbage loading screen. It's like the anti-bathroom spawn.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This I gotta see.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin. What do you have against me?
When I was a kid, though, I was like, I swear, I was immune to fall damage. Kids have just like, must have like fall damage resistance somehow. Because when I was a kid, I jumped. There was a park near where I lived, and I would bike down there with friends. And I'm gonna get destroyed here. Yep. Well, might as well throw him in the pit. And me and my friends, we would just climb onto like a 30-foot like little play structure. There was like a slide, and then there was a building on the slide with like a roof on it. And we would climb onto the roof of this building that was like 25 feet off the ground and just jump into sand and roll. And then we'd do it again. And nobody ever got hurt. Nobody ever got hurt. I have no idea why we did that. It was just like, it was like a mark of bravery if you did it, I remember. You were like cool for doing it.
Parents never hugged you, did they?
It was a good time, but I remember coming back there when I was in high school and just being like, what the fuck was I doing? I'm like, I jumped off that? It was one of those moments where I was like, I jumped off that thing? I wouldn't do that now. And I'm like half the size of it. Well, not really, but I don't know. I remember the illusion of invincibility when that was broken. When like a friend of mine, he basically like to keep things short and to, you know, he basically drove a dirt bike. As far as I'm aware, this is what happened. He like drove a dirt bike into barbed wire, and after that, the illusion of kids being invincible was gone. He lived, thankfully, but like that, after that, I was much more careful with how I did everything in my life, just because I was like, shit. No more jumping off fences and stuff, and buildings. That's another thing. There was like a kind of in that same park, there was like a rest building, and we would climb onto that building. Like, I remember one time there were people on the building. We just like climbed up the chain link fence on the side of it and just we were chilling on the building while these people were like eating their lunch underneath us. He didn't break everything. He just sliced his throat and barely lived from that. I don't think there was any broken bones. Just like a very, very scary while where he was just. Granted, I didn't know him that well when it happened. But I knew of him. And yeah, he basically, like, the barbed wire hit here. Yeah. It was scary. Don't want to get into too much detail, because I don't know how much you want to me to talk about it, but... Turned out fine. He's what I mean. He's been in the stream before several times, so could be.
After I hear these theories are amazing. My head is still spinning from talking to him. Oh no, Mary Jane's play. If I hurry, I can still make it in time.
We're gonna try to go over here again. Okay, I think I've kind of figured out how to go up there. You have to like go down before you can go up.
What? Not now. How about a little consideration for other people's time? Fire. Trust me, you're getting off easy compared to me. Why tonight, guys?
I've learned recently that you can swing out of that 4-hit air combo way earlier than it looks like you can. He almost got me that time.
I'm not late or anything.
Oh, homie sniper?
Stopping? I guess I finally have your attention. If I have to stick around, you guys do too.
She's trigger happy today.
Finally, maybe I can still
For better or for worse. Sniper's just going off. Yeah. I've played a lot of this game on Dolphin. But I was learning that was a lot of practice. A lot of practice gets done on Dolphin because save states help a lot. And it's nice because I can use the same controller I use on 360.
Not too far. Just stay with me.
And I did that one emulator run that one time, but it was a long time ago. God, I'm at the point at the same I was at the end of last stream where I'm just starving.
Hey, I was just going easy on you before.
I'm like not thinking about the gameplay at all. I'm just hungry. I'm just a hungry boy.
Very funny. Hang on a second, let me catch up.
Ah shit. Maybe I should be thinking about the gameplay more. Oh, watch this map dialogue skip to slide jump. You've never seen it before?
So,
Not in your entire life? It's gonna beat the emulator record. Well, last time I did an emulator run, I did, it was like, I joked and said, yeah, I'll do it for 5 subs, and then I got 5 subs. So, maybe once YouTube members become a thing, that can be the 5-member goal. Just play emulator.
you guys give a volume discount? Hanging in there, cat?
Also, you know, I don't really see it as like the emulator record and the console record. Like it's just the record to me, you know. Like the only reason that emulator is really separated is because you have to consider that all the what's the word, run verifying reasons to be suspicious of emulators, and like PS2 emulators having conflicting loading times, and you know, all the baggage with that. Otherwise, I would just put them together. How much to play emulator right now? Well, I can't. There's no YouTube members because I don't have 1,000 subs yet, so gotta start with that.
Hi, Pete.
Oh, I heard the voice line and I was like, did I do it? And I did. Skipped it. Yeah, hold on. I mean, I appreciate donations, but hold on to your money for now. We'll wait until I get 1,000 subs and get the members and stuff, and then because right now in my head, streaming is not like a thing that you earn money from, you know. Like right now, it's just a hobby. I don't worry about it like that right now. Yeah, it's kind of for my own sake as well. Like it's healthier for me to think of it like this for the time being. Who's ready for another exciting adventure with the Spider Ghost?
Guess I'd better get going. That news conference is gonna start any minute.
Yeah, if you're gonna donate, do like, yeah, well, that, like something you're not gonna miss for now. Well, wow, I did not let go now. You just dropped me. Oh, I'm back. I can't go lower than this. Hang on, there we go. Because if the time comes where I can consider streaming like a job, then that'll be great. But you know, it's not there yet, so I'm trying not to pretend like it is. Ready for the mashing champion?
Uh-oh. I think that news conference is starting. I'm gonna be late.
I don't think it's going as fast as I'm mashing either. I think there's like a limit. Oh, the traffic sucks. I don't think I'm gonna make it in time. I should probably not wear out my controller like that for no reason. Oh. I started to swing for a moment there, and now we're here. Alright, well, wasn't a bad run. Wasn't a bad stream either, but there is mac and cheese to be eaten. So
Guess I'd better get going. That news conference
I'll probably head out. Does the timer keep going if you're here? I've definitely done this before, but I don't remember. Guess I'll wait and see what happens if you. I think you just the same thing happens as if you lose normally.
Nothing, Pete. Sorry. Wish I could help you out. Check back later.
There's no way they actually intended this animation to be this fast, right? That this guy, he's just going. What does that say on the paper? Oh, it's nothing. Okay, wonderful. Eat the Mac OS. Why, better to eat it than to use it. Is hating on Mac still cool? I think hating on Mac was always cool.
Uh-oh. I think that news conference is starting. I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, good stream. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching, everybody. Pure adrenaline. Yeah, I'll be back someday or another. We shall see. We shall see when I decide 2 minutes before I start to stream. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.